Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Motive Matrix. If you've ever felt nervous about negotiating or unsure how to get what you want, you're not alone. Negotiation is an essential skill, and today, we're diving into the art of negotiation to help you achieve your goals with confidence. Let's get started. All right, let's talk about the first key to becoming a master negotiator, and that is doing your homework. Before you even think about stepping into a negotiation, you need to be armed with information. Think of it like this: knowledge is power. You need to know the market value of whatever you're negotiating for, whether it's a salary, a car, or even a business deal. What are other people getting in similar situations? What are the industry standards? You can easily find this information online or by talking to people in your network. But it goes beyond just numbers. You also need to understand the needs of the other party. What are their pain points? What are they looking to achieve? The more you know about their perspective, the better you can tailor your approach and find those win-win solutions. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're negotiating a salary for a new job. You've got to know the average salary range for your position, your experience level, and the location. Websites like Glassdoor or Salary.com can be super helpful for this. But here's the thing: don't just stop there. Also look into the company's financial health. Are they doing well? Are they struggling? This information can give you leverage during your negotiation. Remember, information is power, and the more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel going into any negotiation. Trust me, the other side can smell fear and uncertainty a mile away. So, do your research, know your stuff, and walk in there like the pro you are. Now, let's talk about something super important: knowing your value. This is where a lot of people, especially high achievers like you, tend to stumble. We often downplay our accomplishments or feel uncomfortable talking ourselves up. But here's the reality: if you don't believe in your worth, no one else will. Take some time to reflect on your skills, experience, and achievements. What makes you unique? What problems can you solve that others can't? Write it all down. Having a clear understanding of your value will not only boost your confidence, but also give you a strong foundation when negotiating. For example, let's say you're a freelance graphic designer and you're negotiating a contract with a new client. Instead of lowballing yourself because you really want the gig, highlight your past successes. Show them your amazing portfolio, rave reviews from previous clients, and emphasize the unique style you bring to the table. Remember, you're not just offering a service, you're offering a solution, a vision, an experience. Don't be afraid to showcase that value proposition. This is your time to shine. And trust me, when you believe in yourself and what you bring to the table, it shows, and it can make all the difference in getting what you want. Now, let's dive into the strategy, the game plan for your negotiation. This is where you set clear goals and limits. You need to know exactly what you want to achieve, and, more importantly, what you're not willing to compromise on. Think of it like building a house. You need a blueprint, right? Well, your negotiation needs one too. Having these boundaries defined beforehand will help you stay focused, avoid getting sidetracked, and prevent you from making rash decisions in the heat of the moment. Let's say you're buying a new car. Before you even step foot in the dealership, you need to determine your non-negotiables. What features are must-haves? What's your absolute maximum budget? Write it down and stick to it. This way, when the salesperson tries to upsell you on all the bells and whistles, you won't be swayed by their tactics. You'll have a clear understanding of your limits and can confidently negotiate a deal that aligns with your needs and your wallet. Now, this next tip might sound simple, but it's crucial. Practice active listening. In any negotiation, it's easy to get caught up in your own agenda, your own talking points. But here's the thing, negotiation is not a one-way street. It's a two-way conversation. To truly understand the other party's perspective, you need to listen more than you speak. Pay attention not just to their words, but also their tone of voice, their body language. What are they really saying? What are their underlying concerns? This active listening can reveal valuable information that you can then use to find common ground and tailor your approach. Let's say you're in a business negotiation, and the other party seems hesitant about a particular term in the contract. Instead of getting defensive or immediately countering their concerns, take a moment to truly understand their perspective. Ask clarifying questions. Repeat back what they've said to ensure you understand and acknowledge their feelings. This not only shows respect, but also helps build rapport, making it more likely that you'll reach a mutually beneficial agreement. Remember, sometimes the most valuable information is unspoken. All right, let's talk about a classic negotiation technique that can really help you navigate tricky situations. The feel, felt, found method. This technique is all about empathy and finding common ground. It's a way to acknowledge the other person's feelings without necessarily agreeing with them, and then gently guide them towards a solution. Here's how it works. Someone expresses a concern or objection. Instead of immediately dismissing it or getting defensive, you start by acknowledging their feelings. You say something like, "I understand how you feel," or "I can see why you might feel that way." This shows empathy and that you're genuinely trying to understand their perspective. Next, you share a similar experience or anecdote, either from your own life or from someone else's. This creates a connection and shows them that they're not alone in their feelings. Finally, you present your solution or perspective. You say something like, "However, what I found is," or "what others in a similar situation have found is." This approach allows you to address their concerns while still guiding the conversation in a positive direction. It's a powerful way to build rapport, overcome objections, and find those win-win solutions. Now, let's be real for a second. Negotiations can be stressful. It's natural to feel a little anxious, especially when the stakes are high. But here's the thing. Letting your emotions get the better of you can sabotage your chances of success. That's why it's so important to stay calm and confident throughout the process. Remember, confidence is contagious. When you believe in yourself and your worth, it shows, and it can influence the other party's perception of you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Graham, easier said than done, right? But here are a few things you can do to stay composed. First, practice your negotiation skills beforehand. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel. Second, pay attention to your body language. Stand tall, make eye contact, and avoid fidgeting. These nonverbal cues project confidence and authority. And finally, if things start to get heated, don't be afraid to take a break. Excuse yourself for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and gather your thoughts. This will help you stay calm and collected, even in challenging situations. This final tip is crucial, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Be willing to walk away. This doesn't mean going into every negotiation with an ultimatum, but it does mean knowing your non-negotiables and being prepared to walk away if the other party isn't willing to meet your needs. Walking away might seem counterintuitive, especially if you really want that deal or that job. But here's the thing. When you're willing to walk away, you're actually in a stronger position. It shows the other party that you're serious about your limits and that you're not desperate to make a deal at any cost. Think about it like this. You're not just negotiating for the best possible outcome in this particular situation. You're also negotiating for your future. If you compromise your values or settle for less than you deserve, it sets a precedent for future negotiations. So, how do you know when to walk away? Well, it's different for everyone, but it generally boils down to this. If the terms of the agreement are not in your best interest, if the other party is being unreasonable or disrespectful, or if you're just not feeling good about it, it's probably time to politely excuse yourself from the negotiation. Remember, your time, your skills, and your worth are valuable. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you deserve and walk away from a deal that doesn't serve you. Thank you for joining me today to learn about the art of negotiation. Remember, negotiation is not just about getting what you want, but finding a win-win solution that benefits both parties. By preparing thoroughly, knowing your value, setting clear goals, practicing active listening, and staying calm, you can navigate any negotiation with confidence. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from these tips. Until next time, keep striving for success and mastering the art of negotiation.